Well, we're back, and you're watching Rocker's Corner, and I'm your host, Breeze. And for those who are just tuning in, yes, this is our first episode of 2011, and that was Making Moves on Mannequin with my very special guest tonight in the studio to open up 2011 season is my very special guest, Saxton. Well, guys, it's great to see you again, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been, what, about a year, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I don't. Yeah. It's been since 2010, that's for sure.
Well, let's do the math.
Yeah,
2011.
January.
Close to a year.
Yeah, you're right.
14.
2010.
Indeed.
So, what have you been up to since the last time you been? I know I've been following you around. And boy, you guys have just been busy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we well, what you're holding there, we just finished that CD, Making Moves on Mannequins. Yeah, and so we've been working on that for quite a while. Like since we were in last time. We just kind of chip away at it day at a time, kind of thing. So it really took a long time to make. So it's we got that done, and now we're just kind of we're already writing again. Like it's just continuous, I guess. But we're going to be hoping to plan a tour to promote that CD and everything. So
okay, now before we touch base on the CD, the reviews on it have been so far really good.
Yeah,
I've listened to it. And it's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, we've had some really good feedback so far. I don't know. I think a lot of the people that have been buying it and want to hear it are getting sick of hearing the same old band over and over, kind of thing.
They just want something honest.
Yeah. So that's what we like in writing that. It's not like it was an objective to be different, but it's just how we write. It's different than what you're going to hear on the radio necessarily. Not saying every song on the radio is bad, but a lot of it just sounds the same, and you can't decipher from which band's what or song to song. Like,
and it's bad.
And it's bad. So I don't know. That was not our objective to do something different, but it just came out that way, and it's how we all feel, and that's how it kind of came through in the writing. So I think people appreciate it because it's different than most stuff they hear.
Okay.
No.
Now you guys have been playing, like I said, it's been about a year since you've been here. Yeah. And everybody asks, since you actually opened up the first season of Rocker's Corner in 2010,
right.
A lot of bands that followed after you, we were doing a lot of reruns of Saxton at the beginning. And they would ask, where's Saxton? Where's Saxton? Well, Saxton's busy, but they'll be back. But a lot of people have been asking for you to come back on the show, and
that's good.
I'm really glad that you're here.
Awesome,
now, you guys do a lot of gigs, little venues, round venues, square venues.
Yes.
But I seen you at Rockin' the Fields,
right.
And you guys were just rocking out there. Now I got to ask you, from say the Club, Fiddle Club, okay, to Rockin' the Fields. How's that for you guys? Is there a different feeling, or what do you prefer? Smaller, bigger?
I like little ones.
Little one?
Yeah. You can't hear as good, but once everybody gets going, the energy just goes really good. So
it's that more interactive thing. Like, well, you were there when we played at the Brandon Inn there last time.
That's right.
And
for the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, and just the fact that it's that small venue and you have people 5 feet in front of you. It's that connection. Every musician talks about connections with their fans, but it's true. I mean, like when they're right there, it's cool. But when they're 5 feet of stage and then like a 10-foot barrier in between the stage, and then it's just kind of different, right?
Yeah,
so you definitely get energy from that. Like you could be having the slowest, boringest day, and then go play a small venue like that where there's people standing 5 feet in front of you, and bam. So, but like, not to say we're playing a big stage isn't fun. I mean, you get to run around and act like an idiot on stage. Big sound system always sounds good.
That
Light
gives you
shows.
energy too.
It's good, but I don't know. Like, I guess we usually play small venues, so maybe that's where we feel comfortable.
So you actually would prefer to play smaller venues than bigger?
Maybe if we get the chance to play for 10,000 people, we'd change our minds. But until then,
yeah.
Well, the Rolling Stones used to be the same way. They would prefer to play in front of 5 people opposed to 50,000.
Yeah.
For the same reason. You can, get off the stage and touch someone, say hello, hey, how are you, and so on and so forth. Now we're going to touch base a little bit more on the CD, but the next song coming up is entitled
Cold Shoulders.
Cold Shoulder.
Yep.
Tell us a little about that one. We'll kick it off.
Basically, I have a buddy. One of my best buddies is an ex-Jehovah's Witness, and he had a really hard time kind of getting out of it, and So it's a song for him. It's kind of about his whole ordeal with that. So
Okay.
that's what it is.
Well, there you have it. My very special guest tonight to open up our 2011 season here in Rockers Corner is my very special guest, Saxton. And this was entitled Cold Shoulder. Has anybody ever given you the cold shoulder? We'll be right back while I warm up. Well, we're back, and you're watching Rockers Corner, and I'm your host. Well, you know who I am. Do I know who I am? Yeah, I'm your host, Breeze, and right here in the studio is my very special guest, Saxton, and that was Cold Shoulder. Doesn't really make you, it kind of warmed me up.
Yeah, that's pretty hot song.
That's it, kind
Some
of gets
hot
you really
licks.
going.
Whoa, slap of the bass.
Now, I got to ask you, we'll touch base a little on the CD. I like the opening, I mean, the cover.
Yeah.
Making moves on a mannequin.
One of our
Mannequins.
buddies.
Last time I was here was mannequin.
Yeah.
My buddy Chad, amazing graphic artist, and he's been so good at working and just an inventive person. We kind of gave him like a working title, and he created that, and he's just created a whole bunch of side spin-offs of that, and great designer. So thanks to Chad.
Let's get a zoom in on it.
Zoom.
there.
Yeah, nobody
Zoom in
cares
on
about
it
the
here.
CD. They just want to see
There we
Cal.
go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
As you can see, I bite my nails.
Yes.
So do I. It's okay.
I stopped like 3 years ago, and I've been sober ever since.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you've been working on this for quite some time, but the most work it was done last year.
Yeah. We've been writing. We've never actually done like a full. We've always demoed all these different songs, and we wanted to do a full CD showcase our best songs, I guess, that we felt were the best songs. So we really focused on these songs and really worked on them hard, and they came out great. And it's one of those things where, like I said, talking about music sounding the same, we kind of made it more raw. Like, remember back in the day, underground tape trade, I was too young for that, but like everything when it was recorded, like it was low quality, but it just had such passion that it sounded
That's right,
better
it was
than
real.
You
It
can
sounded
actually
better
hear
than Pro
you
Tools
can hear the
stuff.
people screwing up in the recordings.
Yeah.
And you
That's right.
you don't hear that now. It's
No.
And so
You know.
that's why we made part of the way we made this is we left some of our screw ups in there, and you know we kept it more real than a lot of what you hear nowadays. Everything's so crystal clear. There's never a mistake anywhere. Like it's just
and electronic. There's
yeah.
so many electronic beats now.
Now,
So
do you-
yeah, that's
That's
we've been working
insane.
on it hard, but and just kind of chipping away to get it to that sound that we wanted. So yeah, it's been a long haul, but
Okay, now as being the members of Saxton, do you have your favorites on this, or?
they switch all the time.
I'd say Making Moves is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Today's the day.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'll tell you, the reviews have been really good on it.
yeah.
How's sales been?
Well, we haven't actually pressed it. That's
Okay.
that's kind of a one-off. We made that just as a display, kind of as a demo to see what we're gonna make. So that's the first copy made of that case. So we've sold a few demos, just burnt demos, and you know it's been pretty good for just having it done for what, a couple of weeks or something
Yeah.
like that. So we've sold a few copies that. For Brandon, anyhow, we've done all right so far. So
Well, I'll tell you, when you handed it, the first thing that caught my eye was the color of it.
yeah,
That definitely really gets you going,
Yeah,
and
it's
then it makes
high
it forces
impact.
you to
Yeah.
go into the darker color,
Yeah.
as you can see. And I don't know, if somebody handed me a CD like this, the first thing I would go, wow,
yeah,
I can see
Pops.
it.
Pow. So yeah,
So, how long did it take to, when you actually did your recording in the studio, which one was the longest to take?
what song?
Yeah.
Fake Free, I think.
Fake Free?
Fake
Yeah,
Free.
it took about 3 weeks.
I think
I'd say.
we redid it because, or we redid vocals because we had it pretty much nailed down, and I'm one of those people that it could be perfect probably, and I think it still sounds like crap, and I just loathe my vocals on it. So we had to redo it, and we redid it a few times until they were kind of where they needed to be. So like I'm not the best singer, and I'm glad to admit that, but so it's hard to kind of nail. Like guitar, you make sure it's in tune and you hammer that down, but vocals, I'm not a great singer, but I sing with passion. So that's we tried to
But
capture
it's
that.
original.
Yeah,
That's what's important.
yeah, for sure.
Now, the last time you guys were here, Cody, actually the last 2 times you were here, I always watch the playbacks on the show many times, and you always sit there and you don't say nothing. He's always the quiet one here.
I'm camera shy.
Hey, oh, you're camera shy.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that, ladies? Hey, he's camera shy.
Actually, Cal just gets in there so fast.
Yeah.
Well,
I just
I
sit back and let him do all the talking.
Well, I
smart
promised
one's gotta
myself
get
that
up there.
I would get you to talk this time around. So why don't we kick it off with the next song, and we'll let you introduce the next song to the people, and you kick it off and tell them bye-bye, and we'll be right back and tell them who you are and whatever you'd like.
All right.
So the next song is?
Vultures. And it is about, I don't know, Cal, what's it about?
Bullies.
I thought that you were supposed to be introducing this.
Oh,
I don't
song
really
is this?
The camera's right in
It's
front
called.
of you.
It's about bullies.
this one.
It's about
That's it,
bullies.
that's
It's
it.
The
called
next song
Vultures.
coming up is called Vultures, and it's about bullies. We're Saxton.
Bullies.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
It's hard to hide where the